You, me, Ken, he, she, they, them. We are on our phones for countless hours day in and day out, and for most of the time, we have nothing to show for it. A device that was created to help us connect leaves us more unattached than ever. A pocket computer that can guide us to even the most nichest of shops has us feeling lost without it. It even gives us reminders for when to go to sleep, and yet we are more forgetful than ever. In an age when everything gets faster and our attention span shorter, slowing down may be more powerful now than it ever has been. This notebook has had a significant change on the structure of my day. What used to be wake up and doom scroll until I feel like I had to get up is now wake up, write down the things I remember from that crazy dream I just had, then go over the list of tasks and ideas that I'd like to complete and explore for the day. I take my notebook everywhere. Now, although I could use my phone to write and record notes, I might just see a notification that might be just too juicy not to tap. And once I finally do remember why I picked up my phone in the first place, the idea that I initially had may now be skewed by all the things that I just saw on my phone. And sure, you can't quickly search through the vast catalogs of data from across the world on your notebook. But how many times have you picked up your phone to research something and then get yanked away by a cat video? Okay, 6 cat videos. And once they're done, you forgot what you intended on searching in the first place. And besides, what are you, a cat guy now? Using your phone to jot down ideas, or even as a creative outlet, in a situation where you normally would have pulled out your phone to pass the time, can not only enhance memory retention, but also lead to you being more intent-driven with your phone usage. If you are in the league of the exceptionally forgetful, like myself, then writing down to-do lists and important information can not only aid you on the endless journey that is staying on top of your tasks and goals, but studies have shown that writing things down by hand can enhance memory retention more so than typing it out. My new obsession with writing in my notebook started when I decided I was finally going to start my podcast, hence the Potters podding on the front. In the beginning, it started as a way to help me organize my thoughts on how to publish and for some things that I wanted to include into my podcast episodes. As time went on, it turned into full-blown instructions on how I would lay out each episode. As more time went on, I decided that I would benefit from writing down the notes from my research on how to make better YouTube videos and podcast episodes. In my quest to wanting to create better content, I decided to write down notes at the end of each day of interesting things that occurred, with the goal of helping me create stories from the events that I experienced. You know, like fuel for the flame. As time went on, I started to grow quite fond of whipping out my notebook, using my favorite pen, and writing down new ideas, drawings, goals, and even things that were bothering me at the time. As someone who's been diagnosed with ADHD, leaving little room for distractions to get in the way of your ideas can be quite the liberating experience. So much so that I'm now doing things that I've never thought I would be able to do before. Like, I used to tell myself that I hated writing. And now, with a little bit of practice, I've finally been able to write my very first script for a video. Like this video right here. Like, this is the script. I'm talking this script for this video. I wrote it down, something that I truly never thought I would be able to do. We are living in the age of distraction, and our phones are getting insanely good at grabbing our attention. I also believe that a lot of my phone usage stems from a fear of me missing out on what's going on in the world, what my friends and family are doing, and what's happening around me. But by gluing myself to a screen, I am missing out on more by growing accustomed to not allowing myself to explore my own thoughts and experiences. As a kid, before phones became what they are today, I remember being bored. And that boredom was the catalyst that drove my imagination to new ideas and even trying something new. Due to the lack of distractions, I was able to dive deep into my thoughts. Now, as an adult, writing in my notebook versus using my phone is like riding a bike versus driving. The slower pace and clearer headspace allows me to notice more in my journey. Now, writing in a notebook may or may not be exactly what you need right now, but you'd be surprised what your mind can achieve when you give it a chance to wander just a bit